Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about normal microflora of human body. The human body, which contains about 10 raised to 13 cells, routinely harbors about 10 raised to 14 bacteria. This bacterial population that exists shortly after birth until the death constitute the normal microbial flora or human microbiota. It is an assemblage of microorganisms that reside in the human body on the surface of skin, mouth, eye, gastrointestinal tract, respiratory tract, urinogenital tract, etc. So, the term normal microflora denotes the population of microorganisms that inhabit the skin and mucous membranes of a healthy normal person. Bacteria make up most of the normal flora of a human body. So, the term normal microflora denotes the population of microorganisms that inhabit the skin and mucous membranes of a healthy normal person. It can be arranged into two groups, the resident flora and the transient flora. Resident flora consists of relatively fixed types of microorganisms regularly found in a given area at a given age. If disturbed, it promptly re-establishes itself. The transient flora consists of non-pathogenic or potentially pathogenic microorganisms that inhabit the skin or mucous membranes for hours, days, or weeks. So, it exists only for a limited time period. Microorganisms of the normal flora may aid the host or may harm the host or may remain as commensals, even though most of their association is commensalism. Normal flora of skin. Skin is constantly exposed and is in contact with the environment. The skin is particularly apt to contain transient microorganisms. So, normally the skin surface is hostile to several bacteria. Several factors like dry nature, low pH, presence of inhibitory substances like sweat, sebum, etc. deter the establishment of pathogenic microbes on the skin. Microorganisms on the skin may be regular inhabitants or transient forms occurring periodically, even though majority of them are commensal in nature. Secretions of the sweat glands, sebaceous glands provide nutrients to these microbes. Hence, Propionibacterium accens is a common inhabitant in the sebaceous glands. Most of these bacteria are species of Staphylococcus and aerobic Corynebacteria. Normal flora of mouth. The oral cavity is a very favorable site for microorganisms as it is the moist and receives fresh food regularly. As the saliva contains water, proteins, amino acids, carbohydrates, etc., it can serve as a complex medium for microbes. Several bacteria like lactobacilli, streptococci, Neisseria, etc. are found in the oral cavity, and bacteria like bacterioids, fusobacterium, etc. are found in the tissue region of teeth region. Normal flora of eye. The conjunctiva is relatively free from bacteria due to the presence of lysosome. As the conjunctiva is constantly being washed by tears, the eye microflora is sparse and the reported bacteria includes species of Staphylococcus, Corynebacterium, Streptococcus, etc. Nose and nasopharynx. The normal flora of nasopharynx of an infant is sterile at birth, but in 2 to 3 days time it acquires the flora carried by the mother and the attendants. The nasopharynx is a natural habitat of common pathogenic bacteria causing infection of the nose, throat, bronchi, and lungs. Normal flora of respiratory tract. The upper respiratory tract harbor several bacterial genera including bacterioids, cornybacterium, streptococci, etc. Within 12 hours of the birth, alpha hemolytic streptococci are found in upper respiratory tract and become the dominant organism of the oropharynx and remains so for the whole life. In the pharynx and trachea, seminal flora are established. Smaller bronchi and alveoli are normally sterile. Different regions of the gastrointestinal tract harbor a variety of microbial flora feeding on undigested food. The gastrointestinal tract is sterile before birth, but breastfeeding results in lactobacilli and streptococci colonizing the tract. The stomach is highly acidic and bacterial population is hence very low. Some bacterial cells escape from the stomach and pass into the intestine along with the food and grow thereby feeding on the host food. The intestinal microflora is dominated by several bacterial genera including bacterioids, fusobacterium, lactobacillus, etc. In a human body, the large intestine or colon has the largest microbial population. B-complex vitamins such as thiamine, riboflavin and cyanocobalamin are produced by intestinal flora utilizing lactose, cellulose and other undigested food. E. coli is known to produce vitamin K and Klebsiella pneumoniae is known for nitrogen fixation under anaerobic conditions in the intestine. The urinogenital system is generally sterile, but the lower portion of the urethra, Staphylococcus epidermis, Streptococcus fecalis, and cornybacteria are found. In an adult female, genital tract has a complex microflora which changes with variation in the menstrual cycle. The flora in the urinogenital tract keeps on changing depending upon the pH of the vagina. After menopause, flora resembles that before the puberty. Lactobacilli predominate in the vaginal cavity of the adult along with the other bacterial forms like enterococci, diphtherioids, the yeast candida albicans, etc. Thank you.